Hi, I'm Mark Emmer, and this is a strategy brief. Often our clients are posed with the opportunity to enter new markets, such as an adjacent geographic market, for example. And they pose the question, how do we evaluate if this market is worthy of our energy? And in fact, sometimes what happens is companies enter markets on accident, right? Salespeople sometimes are out there with their shotguns and they're just bringing in business. And sometimes we're not equipped to manage that business very well. So we always advocate when entering new markets, there are several things you should evaluate, perhaps in kind of a mini business plan. So here are some of the questions to ask. What data supports our position that this is a good market to enter? Do we know the industry size? Do we know its growth rate? Do we know something about competition? So there should be an evaluation from a market sizing and opportunity standpoint. And just as a reminder, when markets are growing, they will accept new competition. And when they are flat, usually it comes down to a lot of price competition. Where will you be in the supply chain? Could you be disintermediated in some way? Do you know enough that you'll be able to achieve market leadership? Could you deploy a Trojan horse strategy where you kind of enter this market and perhaps swim upstream over time into higher profit goods and services? And I think the most important one, though, is do you have the systems and processes to support this business? What happens very often is a company will bring in a new client in a new sector and say their systems aren't set up or labeled correctly to process the client's order, and then they execute poorly. And the worst mistake you could make is enter a new market and execute poorly from the beginning. So very important that you level set, have kind of a mini business plan, and that you really consider all of these variables whenever you're entering a new market. I'm Mark Emmer, and this has been a Strategy Brief.